as men, how would you compare Sauce to Drake? Like, who's more of a man, or who's like the better dude overall from your perspective?
I'll be 100% hands down Drake.
Why?
Like, if on a scale, Drake would be up here and my baby daddy would be on the floor.
Oh.
You're a fucking Drake, you fucking da 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 da. They're fucking laughing at me. Adam22. It's just was never ending. Almost every conversation I have with him, with my baby daddy, he mentions Drake in one way or another. If I ask him and I'm like, hey, can you give me some money for Splash so I can, pay for his daycare this month?
Your child is named Splash, for the record.
Splash, yes.
Okay.
No, call Drake. He can do it.
So he was really butthurt about that one, huh? Yeah. Because
90% of our conflict at this moment is because of Drake. And I'm like, that happened 2 years ago. Get over it. Like, why do you have your nuts in a twist over this man so badly? Like,
dog, this white man is diabolical. Like, genuinely, certifiably diabolical. So here's what Adam just did. He went and interviewed Sauce Walka's baby mama, Kylie. And this woman is sitting there in the interview wearing OVO merch, Drake's merch. And Adam knew. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew Sauce Walka and Drake are currently beefing, and he still sat there and let her rock that OVO fit on camera. Nah, dog, that's calculated. That's evil. That's both at the same time. But wait, because it gets worse. This is the same Kylie who leaked that phone call between her and Sauce Walka. The one where Sauce Walka is going completely off on Drake, threatening to get him smoked, talking about getting his car shot up. And this is who Adam decided to put on camera in OVO merch while the beef is still hot. Dog, this ain't no accident. Adam knew exactly what he was doing. Every single detail of this was intentional. This man is wild for real.
Don't say nothing about me with my baby mama or nothing, or I'ma handle y'all. It's that simple. I don't give a the consequences is.
Why? Yeah, you handle me. You already handle me. So what the does it matter? You already put your hands on me. You already do all that already. So what the does even matter?
I got you jumped by my hoes. I will put my hands on you though, but I didn't. You got jumped by my black hoes. It's shit on video.
Yeah, because you had me set up. Are you proud of that? Does that make you feel good?
I will get you jumped again. I don't give a just like I get Drake smoked. I will get Drake car shot at. What the for real, that's what the hell. I don't give a nobody talking about.
Okay, you need to calm down.
No, I don't need to do nothing.
Yeah, you do.
However, Sauce Walka said, look, Drake slept with her, gave her some vicious diabolical strokes, and sent her home. And he said he's not even upset about that. Why? Because Drake sent her home with money, and she brought that money back to him. He said, I'm a pimp. I'm not upset. Cracking one of my broads, that's what they supposed to do. Dog, I don't even know what to say to that. But here's where he said the real issue was. Sauce Walka said, I wasn't upset about Drake sleeping with her. I was upset because Drake and Adam22 were gossiping about me. Adam even brought it up on his podcast. That's why he went off on her. That's why he was yelling, because he felt like her and Drake were both coming at him at the same time, and he snapped. Said he could get Drake smoked too if Drake wants to play with him. And he's also saying he's got messages proving he's the one who sent her to Drake in the first place. Like he orchestrated the whole thing. But here's where it gets complicated. She did this interview, and in the interview, she's saying that's not true. So now we got a full he said, she said situation on our hands. And look, I'm going to give you both sides. You're going to hear everything. And at the end of the day, it's on you to decide who's telling the truth.
I met him back in 2024 on his birthday that he had in Houston.
Okay, and you were just at the club or something?
Yeah, it was like a private event. Well, it was kind of open to the public or something, and then I was invited, so I went, and I brought a lot of my friends with me. I think I was with 8 or 9 girls, we're all bad BBLs, look pretty, look good.
Mm-hmm.
So it caused a lot of attention.
Okay.
He came up and introduced himself to all of us.
Okay. And how long did it take before he figured out that you were Sauce Walka's baby mama? Because him and Sauce have like been kind of trading words for really like since like the very beginning of Drake's career, which is kind of crazy. A lot of people are just realizing that now.
I don't know, maybe
Okay.
fairly quickly.
He figured it out.
And prior, let's go back to the birthday party. My
Okay.
baby daddy went to the birthday party.
Sauce was there.
Yes.
Okay.
And he knew I was there. He had his little minions running around my section, keeping an eye on me. And then from what I heard, he was there for about 5 minutes and left because he was uncomfortable that I was there, and I'm sure he knew what was about to go down.
Oh, wait, what was going to go down?
You know, I'm sure he knew Drake was going to talk to me and I was going to do what I was going to do, and I'm sure he had a gut feeling about it, and he didn't want to see it happen in person.
Oh, wow. And yeah, I could imagine. That would be tough.
Dog, imagine having to dip out your own spot early because you know your baby mama's gonna be there and you don't want to run into her. That's a different kind of pain, bro. That's not cool at all. But here's why this part actually matters. Her telling that story is basically her saying, look, me and Sauce weren't even on good terms at that point. He was literally avoiding me. So how are you gonna tell me he sent me at Drake? Like he orchestrated it. If we weren't even talking, how does that work? Her version is simple. She went there because she wanted to. She wanted Drake and she was gonna get Drake regardless. Nobody sent her anywhere. Now, Sauce probably found out after the fact, right? And once things got cool between them again, he kind of just accepted it, rolled with it, maybe even claimed it like it was his idea the whole time. But here's the cold part, dog. Drake apparently moved on Sauce Walka's baby mama at the exact moment when Sauce and his baby mama weren't seeing eye to eye. Like he waited for the perfect window and slid right in. And it gets even colder when you factor in Sauce Walka was at Drake's birthday party. They had finally squashed a decade of beef. 10 years of beefing, they finally get on solid terms, and right when they make peace, Drake snipes his baby mama. Drake is a cold one, man. That's calculated. That's ice cold. And dog, it gets significantly worse after this.
Did he talk about Drake a lot?
Yeah. So, ever since my relationship with him, and with that, which was 2 years ago, you know, ever since that happened, almost every conversation I have with him, with my baby daddy, he mentions Drake in one way or another. If I ask him and I'm like, hey, can you give me some money for Splash so I can, you know, pay for his daycare this month?
Your child is named Splash, for the record.
Splash, yes.
Okay.
No, call Drake. He can do it.
So he was really butthurt about that one, huh?
Yeah.
Because
90% of our conflict at this moment is because of Drake. And I'm like, that happened 2 years ago. Get over it. Like, why do you have your nuts in a twist over this man so badly? Like,
this woman got cracked by her baby daddy's top OP, his number one enemy for a decade. Drake threw a pebble in the ripples on night one, and she's out here asking Sauce why he's still upset? Nah, dog. Transgressions like that is how you get your kid disowned. I'm dead serious. That's not something you just get over. But let me talk about Drake for a second because, dog, Drake is an evil villain. Like, genuinely, a certified evil villain. Think about who Sauce Walka is. In Houston, down south, Sauce Walka is the figurehead of pimping, the symbol, the face of it. And Drake had this man in distress. Had him on the phone with a woman going, did you get my pee up? Nah, you wouldn't do that to me, right? You playing. The face of pimping in distress over a broad. That's crazy. Now look, if Sauce had just come out and said she chose up, she was disloyal, she smashed my biggest op, I had to straighten her out, that's understandable. We'd get it. That's from the cloth. But you came out saying you sent her. You orchestrated it. And now she's saying she smashed Drake the first night when y'all weren't even on good terms? Sauce. Tenderness cannot exist in your DNA, bro. You're from the cloth. You're from the church. You can't be out here tender like that, dog. But here's where Drake goes from cold to absolutely diabolical. And this is how I know Drake is really a chess player with this. Drake didn't just smash and ignore her. See, if he did that, if he smashed and abandoned her, that would have actually decreased her value in her own mind. She'd be sitting there thinking, damn, he hit it and left. Maybe I'm not that valuable. And she would have gone right back to Sauce. Simple as that. But Drake didn't do that. Drake smashed her and then started paying her bills, started taking care of her, had her genuinely believing there was a future with him. And dog, you know what that does to a woman's self-worth? It inflates it completely. She starts feeling like she's really worth something now. Bro had this woman, a trench baby, a mud baby, OnlyFans, not a dollar to her name. Drake had her out here thinking she was Princess Diana. She started forgetting she was a hoe, dog. Like genuinely forgot. Started looking at Sauce like he was beneath her, like he was nothing. And that's on Drake. Because Drake treated her well, he is now directly responsible for all the chaos between her and Sauce. Every bit of that turmoil traces back to him. And the most diabolical part of all of this, Drake never had any intention of taking her seriously. Not even a little bit.
Like, when did he find out that you were spending time with Drake? Like, how did
I think
that?
he knew almost immediately from the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I remember the next day I woke up to him sending me a text message saying, I'm sorry and I love you. Let's, make this work for Splash and do what we need to do for Splash. And I just remember laughing at my phone like, you're pathetic.
Dog. Drake had this man begging for his family back. Sauce Walka wanted his family back together, wanted to go home. And Drake just wouldn't let her go, wouldn't release her. And you know what? This actually explains everything now. Remember when the entire industry linked up around Kendrick to go at Drake? Everybody was asking, what did Drake actually do to make all these people that mad? Now we understand. Now we get it, bruh. And I'll be real, I can't even fully blame him. Because look, even the worst dudes out here, if you're dealing with a girl, you already hit it multiple times, you know you're not taking her seriously. And then you find out her baby daddy is out here begging for his family back. Most people are going to have some level of decency, some level of sympathy, and send her home. You are literally the only thing standing between that man and his family, between that child having a 2-parent household. And most people, even grimy people, would step aside. But not Drake, bro. Sauce Walka was begging for his broad back and Drake would not let her go. Nah, this is not cool. This is not straight at all. Sauce, you need to send a cease and desist on this situation immediately. You cannot let a Sauce Walka fan hear this, dog. You just can't. Because I'm being dead serious right now. This changes how we listen to the music. It genuinely affects how we digest it. I cannot listen to my favorite Sauce Walka songs the same way after this. I physically cannot. Because I'm sitting here trying to think about my favorite Sauce Walka records. And the only thing popping up in my head is a Tony A.O. meme, dog. Like, breaking on a bitch like Dolomite. Saucing my body, yeah, side to side. Pipping on a bitch. Come on, man. Come on. Don't get your funny up. Get your money up. Bro, Sauce, you have to stop this dead in its tracks. You have to address this head on right now. This is not cool, dog. This is not it at all.
You're only doing this because you saw me at Drake's party.
Right.
That's it.
Okay, as far as like as men, how would you compare Sauce to Drake? Like, who's more of a man, or who's like the better dude overall from your perspective?
I'll be 100% hands down Drake.
Why?
Like, if on a scale, Drake would be up here and my baby daddy would be on the floor. Oh. You're a fucking Drake, you fucking da 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 da. They're fucking laughing at me. Adam22. It just was never ending.
I mean, honestly, if I had to like summarize the gist of what Drake told me about him, it was basically like he don't got money like that, and this whole like cool player persona is cap.
Fucking fake.
He's like a psycho.
He still calls me to this day asking me for money.
Really?
Yes, and I'm like, dude, why?
But you have control of your OnlyFans now.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure, and all of my money. And mind you, I have grown and evolved, and I'm so much better now that I'm not in his life. And he sees that, and he's like, calls me, he's like, hey, can I get 30,000? And I'm like, for what, dude? Like, go buy some fucking diapers.
30,000.
Yeah.
What? Like, why would he need to borrow 30,000?
That's what I say.
What the?
I thought you have $22 million.
Yeah, and he's like taking pictures with like looks like many hundreds of thousands or like $1 million in cash, and just kind of weird. Like, why do you have $1 million in cash? I don't know if like the IRS would take interest in that or anything, but no, I don't know. But
I hope so.
you would like to see him get audited?
He needs to.
I don't want to like speak that into existence, but they do like a hotline where you like tell the IRS to investigate people and they'll like reward you.
Dog, be careful out here, man. This is a genuinely dangerous game being played right now. Because think about what just happened. Adam went and told a spiteful baby mama, a woman who was already spiteful enough to sleep with Sauce Walka's biggest enemy in the world. He sat there and walked her through step by step on how to report Sauce for IRS fraud, how to get him audited, how to potentially get him locked up over content beef, dog. This man really tried to get another man a prison sentence over internet drama. That is cold. That is genuinely cold. Sauce, leave this white man alone, bro. I'm telling you, it ain't worth it. This man does not play fair, not even a little bit. Anyway, she also breaks down where she thinks the whole Drake and Sauce Walka beef actually started. And honestly, it might be one of the dumbest reasons two people have beefed for a decade. No secret here because Sauce himself basically admitted it. The beef started because Drake never gave him a feature, didn't give back to the city. That's the root of it. And she confirmed the story. Back in 08, 09, when Drake was still coming up in Houston, Sauce pulled up on him for a feature. Things got tense, Drake had a gun on him, didn't back down, didn't fold. And that was basically the beginning of all of this. 10 years of beef over a feature that never happened. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Until then, stay tuned.